works hand in hand in this example. The other thing too is that I think it would possibly be a question in my mind as to whether or not the policy needs to be changed and made into law regulation, which is more enforceable that way. Yeah, there can be. Right now it's...
Right now it's you, but...
It doesn't say me, it's the director of public statement in the actual documentation package that a contractor or a developer would get. It's not in there, it doesn't say that. There's not a paragraph dedicated to plant shade trees, so that's where we would actually put the language in there. And so that would also include trees that are setback trees. It's easier to actually put the language and make it a regulation than it is to actually drive an ordinance, because then you have to come to some task and change it. I think the trench permit and the driveway permit regulations are all over the language of the building department. So that's the other thing too, is that we want to make sure that the building department, as they issue a building permit, so one of those boxes can be checked by themselves, stating that there is or there is not an impact to a public shade tree. And if there is, then there's a whole other process they have to go through, because they have to meet the tree warden, and they have to understand.
And there's apparently business that I didn't anticipate.
So this list, and I apologize, it's single-sided, I don't know how to copy correctly, but so I wasted a couple of pieces of bark. I actually got an extra page in the back. So this is the trees that we planted this spring to talk about the fall planting and actually talk about trying to finish up some of the fall projects that we started. One of them is Bridge Street. We're going to try to finish Bridge Street so it's completely done, and that includes planting trees in front of the historic Northampton only after we have the parking spaces marked out. So sometime in August there'll be actually modified parking spaces in there, so we can actually plant the trees in the middle of each park. You can ask Terry; she'll tell you, because she's still did a bazillion of them. And people are just like, yeah, I'll take a tree. Yeah, I want a tree. Yeah, what do I got to do?
How long's the list? How long's the wait list?
Well, I have a lot of appointments, and I've had so far meetings with 14 different people. And one person wants like 8 or 10 ginkgo trees, and we're going to cut down on our production. Or I shouldn't say our production, it's in our goal. So it's just something to think about. So it's just like a moving. It's just kind of a moving target we're trying to pin down. Maybe someday it'll be cool, I don't know.
Thanks for bringing the list, because we come to the meetings and we throw each a list.
Yeah.
Versus if you put 10 Holly Street in the column and you try to sort it, you're gonna get 10 Holly, 10 Holly, 10 Stoddard, and all mixed up together. So you want to part